Hey everybody, today I wanted to talk about things that I want to talk about, but never talk about on YouTube because whenever you make videos you try to entertain people, and I feel like there are some topics that I like talking about, but they are not necessarily as entertaining as I think my videos are, right? So, for instance, there is some things that I would like to work on myself, and I feel like it would be good to talk to you guys about that, because then you get to see the other part of me. It sounds really wishy-washy to talk about the other part of me, but in the way I mean it is that usually when I make a video I have the stress ball character. In a way it's a mask, right? Because maybe I could best explain it like this. Whenever you, because I work in a supermarket, as I've told a few times, and I think that's the best way to explain it. So whenever I'm at the supermarket, I'm both myself and not myself, right? If that makes sense, because I mean, you're always yourself, you're you, right? So you do the things you want to do, you say the things you want to say, but on the other hand, sometimes you have a role to play. So in the supermarket that would mean that I have to help customers, and I represent a company. So I'm kind of playing a role there while still being myself. Well, I think it's more complicated with YouTube because YouTube is really free, so nobody's telling me not to be myself here. I'm not forced to represent my company, which is the stress ball in this way. But I feel like the best way to represent my channel with myself is by showing the parts of myself that I like, which is well, first of all, the moments where I'm most happy. So, which is most of the videos you see are videos where I'm genuinely happy. Maybe the things about myself that I like, so the things that I'm good at, maybe, like I feel like I'm good at drawing or something like that. So that's the things I show. What I've never shown you before is both the feelings that I express when I'm, the things that I never show to you guys are the difficult things, maybe. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. That's a good way to put it. The difficult things. Sharing the moments when you don't really feel like making videos. I've done that before, I think, but it's something good to talk about, maybe. The things that I'm bad at. I'm really bad at discipline, and it shows on my channel. I'm well aware that it shows. I miss videos a lot. So when I've tried before to get on an upload schedule. I would love to get back on an upload schedule again. It's just that it's hard for me. Not because I can't do it, but because I don't do it. If that makes sense. Like, it's just that I feel like I have to get my shit together, and I should get my shit together. But if it's half, it's hard. Like, you gotta start somewhere. For instance, if you get out of bed at 10 every day, you want to get out of bed at 9 every day, and you fail to do that one time, it's always hard for me to be like, okay, well, I failed. Let's do it again tomorrow. And then the day after you fail again. It's like, yeah, this kind of sucks. Maybe I should try something else instead of like persisting and having a good plan. So that's what I'm bad at, right? So if I would describe myself, because there's also opinions other people have about me, but like how I view myself is that on one side I can be maybe creative, having a lot of fun creating things, putting things out, and when I'm obsessed over something, for instance my YouTube channel or whatever content I make, it's so easy to make videos because it's just so much fun, and it goes so naturally. But then whenever I have to work with something that I'm not good at, discipline, a schedule, it gets harder because it's not necessarily flowing over your passion. It's also you have to do the work, and that's hard. It feels good to say this because it feels like you guys get to see a part of me that I never show, and that's really relieving. It's a relief, it really is. I don't know if it's good content. If I get like if everyone's like, Rick, this is boring as hell, I'm gonna delete this video. If everyone's like, Rick, this is interesting, thanks for telling us, I'm gonna leave it. So we'll just see how you guys react to this. Maybe it resonates with some of you guys. Maybe some of you guys actually feel the same. That would be great if some of you guys felt the same, so we can maybe talk about it. Maybe some of you have wisdom about this that I don't have, and that you can share. Maybe some of you guys hear things in the video that you didn't know yet, so I can make you a little wiser at the end of this video. That would be really nice. And that's one of the reasons that I would like to do this more often, where I don't edit as much as I usually do. We just talk, and maybe we can get better at the things that we're not good at this way. Maybe. I've talked to a friend of mine about this. I actually talk to all my friends about this, I think. Most of them. Pretty much all of them. Because it's both a frustrating topic for me, but also a very interesting topic, because this is the thing that I'm bad at. So all the information that I get about this is new information, and it's interesting. Recently I watched a video by Jordan Peterson, and it's called, what was it called? Try not to do stupid things for a month and see what happens. Roughly something like that. Jordan Peterson is someone that I listen to a lot. He's a psychologist, and he talks about how you can improve your life. There are a lot of other people that I listen to, that I like listening to, that talk about improving yourself, being a better person. Like Alan Watts, maybe. That's an interesting person. I've seen Love. I don't know if you guys know his channel. Do a lot of these kind of videos where he talks to other people or to the camera. He's very personal, and it inspired me to do the same thing. Not all my videos are going to be like this, by the way. This is probably going to be the minority of the videos I make, but it's so cool to be completely open and completely yourself, and it's so freeing, and it's so, if you can say everything you want to say, if you can say what you think is absolutely completely the truth, it makes you feel so free and so relieved that it makes you happier. So doing this makes me happier. So that's also why I'm doing it. So I've talked about this with a friend of mine, about the things that I'm not good at, and that's mainly discipline and self-improvement and trying to improve myself, because I feel like I'm not the person that I could be. And he felt the same. He also has some goals that he wants to work on. So what we did, instead of separately trying to achieve our goals, we got together. We actually made a plan, and we're gonna work on it together. And every week we're going to get together, talk about it, and we're gonna watch a series together. And when you don't make it with your goals, you don't get to watch a series. So kind of a motivation, something to look forward for in the week. I can tell you guys my goals, by the way. So getting up between 9 and 10 every morning, which is kind of late, but you still have to start somewhere, and I think it's early enough to have a good day, a good productive day. One of the plans was to, every week I wanted to upload playing and rating subscriber levels on Wednesday. So that's something for you guys as well. Going to the gym 5 times a week at least, which may sound like the hardest one, but that's probably the easiest one for me. I like going to the gym. Eating a lot more, because I go to the gym a lot, but I don't eat enough. So it's kind of like, it's almost counterproductive, really. But I feel like I could make a whole lot of progress there. So that's exciting, I think. What else? I wrote them down, of course. I don't have them here right now. I'm gonna start Monday, tomorrow. I'm gonna meditate every day for 10 minutes, because I feel like it would help me be more calm in my head, in a sense. I feel like my mind is not completely out of control chaotic, It's just that if I get calmer, I would probably be a better person. Going to bed without my phone, that's going to help me so much. Just imagine the difference between falling asleep at the same time immediately and sitting on your phone for like 2 hours before you go to bed. Is sitting on your phone an expression in English? In Dutch, just like you sit on your phone, as in you use your phone. I don't think it's an expression in English. But I'm not sitting on my phone. Whatever. I know there's always that one guy that comments, is he sitting on his phone? Why would you be doing that? Yeah, anyways, I chose to sit on a bit of a more comfortable spot to have that kind of like friend conversation with you guys instead of sitting on a chair being all formal and making happy videos. This is not a happy video, I think. It's also not a depressed video. I'm doing great. But sometimes I feel a little maybe tired, maybe a little empty, because I feel like I could do way better than I'm doing right now. And I feel like if I start doing the things that I truly want to do, so creating a routine, being more efficient, working towards the big goals instead of going for immediate rewards. A video game could be an immediate reward. Watching TV, scrolling mindlessly on the internet. Those are examples of the things I'm doing right now that I don't want to get rid of them because they're rewarding. It's just that I want to replace them. It's fine if you game for an hour a day. Like, that's much, but it's okay. But if you wanted to make a video that day and all you did was gaming, like, that's a whole other story. That's problematic, in my opinion. So this is basically what's going on in my head and in my life when I'm not making videos. Trying to improve myself. And it feels good to talk about that with you guys. So right now I actually have a plan. So things should start to get better. What I'm hoping is that I don't think my goal should be to feel happy all the time, because you can't feel happy all the time. That's okay. That's something you should accept, because it's fine. But I'm hoping that my life will get more interesting, better, more fun, more enjoyable, and more in line with the things that I think are true and are good for me, right? Instead of the things that I do out of habit. So that's what I wanted to talk about. Leave your comments about what you think of this video. Maybe you think it's a shitty video. I would genuinely appreciate it if you left a comment saying that this is a shitty video, if you think it is, because then I know what you guys think about this. If you think it's a good video, if it resonates with you, then let me know too. Felt good to talk to you guys in this way. So yeah, let me know what you think of it. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.